I've been doing some work for once, and the Mongrel DC07 is complete, refurbished and almost ready to put back together, because you see I've waited to film this after to try a gamble. I have in my hand what is possibly the cheapest HEPA filter that I have ever found for a Dyson. So we'll go through the machine and we'll see what these are like. Very, 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 very cheap. Let's have a look. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums. How are you on this blindingly hot day? It's been hot all bank holiday weekend here in the UK. I died. I've been working on the car, got a massive headache, been doing vacuum cleaners, massive headache. It's just a little bit too hot, but it is nice, so one must not complain too much. What's also nice is how this thing has come up. It is not too bad at all now. Certainly works a lot better than it once did. So let me lower you down a bit and we'll have a look at the bottom half first. Okay, so this is the part that looks as it should, ignore that bit. And it's come up very, very well. It's certainly been an abused machine, let's put it that way. If we have a look underneath, all in there was disgusting, full of caked on crap and just generally very terrible. The brush roll, however, was very good. That is the washed hose that now makes that spring, which is very nice, and the clutch has been rebelted so the brush roll now actually turns properly, and yeah, it's come up generally alright. This hasn't needed too much more than the norm, really. If we have a look at the cyclone, all of in here was gummed up as they always do. The bleed valve was full of crap, which meant that it wouldn't have been sealing 100%. We have a look in here, we have a washed filter. That's not a new filter, that is just one that has been washed, put back in. Inside there is now spotless, nothing a good wash didn't fix. What else is there on this part here? This rubber seal is always, in fact this rubber seal and that one there are usually the key causes of trouble for Dysons in general, to be fair, because all the rubber seals are, Dysons require spotless seal, otherwise they just leak suction all over the place. So with those nice and clean, the whole machine works as good as it should. I've washed the tools as well, so we have the proper coloured tools for the Marie Curie and this particular example, so the pink and purple, and the upholstery tool as well, which isn't the original but does a grand job. Let me fire it up for you. Might sound a tad now because there's no post motor filter, but sounds remarkably good so far. Let me just move the cable out of the way and we'll give it a bit of a test vacuum. Bother, it's all dirty now. Sodding thing. I should have vacuumed before, but look at all the sand that's pulled out of the carpet. There's even 2 layers to it. So we're going to have to vacuum that off quickly in a bit. But what we're also going to have a look at now, while we're at this angle and the bin is off, is this. Now these are very cheap. This was £1 I bought 3 of them, so £3. £1 from a chap on eBay called Durham Vacuums. Now, lots of you are probably going to be screaming at me saying, you should use genuine filters, and you know what, you can shut up. Because yeah, you're right, you should use genuine filters. I never do, because they cost a fortune, but the thing with Dysons is that they never really emit much dirt here anyway. All that really comes out of here, unless you really abuse one, is carbon dust. They do have good, the dirt does stay in the bin, I will give them that, especially on these older ones. The newer ones not so much. So all that's really for, in my eyes, is to diffuse the air. But then I also thought, you know, this is a pleated paper filter. There's a pad, I presume, to absorb the worst of it, but under there is pleated paper. And that's all modern HEPAs are, really. I mean, I might have one somewhere actually. Here we go. Here is the one from the Lux One Royal that I have. And obviously it's filthy, but it is also just paper, which is why it's doing that. I mean, you could probably even tear chunks of it out. So that's all it has to do. And that one's quite clean, that's mainly carbon dust. So that's all that's going to do. So I think, really, it's going to be okay. It's not going to be 100%, but then, I'll be honest, if you want 100% proper filtration, you buy a bagged vacuum cleaner that takes proper bags. Like these, you don't need filters after this, because these hold all of the dirt. Again, unless you overfill them, or don't fit it on properly. So basically all these are, is, you know, a last barrier. I mean, this wasn't dirty down here. The motor, it was black with carbon dust, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't dirty, there was no dirt through it. So I think that, providing it fits now, I've just extolled its virtues. I mean, there's a rubber seal in there, as always, on the ones that had a HEPA filter already. I mean, that fits. Doesn't seem to be impeding the suction at all. I think they're not bad. So that's for £1 each with £2.50 postage, which is reasonable enough. And they came in a big box as well. I'd say that they are a goer. I would, from this very brief, I know the person that's having this is for a work colleague, so I should be able to keep a rough eye on it and be able to update you all. God, look at the mess I'm in. So yes, basically, yes to cheap filters. Yes to Dyson DC04s that have been refurbished. Right, we now need to clean this up a little bit, so let me find another vacuum cleaner to help. Here we go, we have the Dirt Devil Titan, because it just happened to be there. So we'll take that out. That's not too bad, there's just a little bit of fine dust there. It's just in here that I want to get clean, so we'll just give that a clean off. There we go, marvellous. Put that away in a minute. Just get a cloth just to buff off the dust that that wouldn't have got. So obviously that then you get the big stuff off, and it hasn't got to be concourse. Who knows, I've tested it. I always test my Dysons just to make sure that I put the clutch belts on properly, they haven't missed a seal out. So I'll push that in there, which is always tight now when they're clean. Oh. There we go. Well, we have two opposites of them. We have what at the time was a very expensive vacuum and what at the time was a very cheap vacuum. There we go. So, thank you very much for watching this after video of the Dyson DC04. I'm going to call it an Absolute Plus because it is, but the Dyson DC04 Mongrel. Hope you've enjoyed watching it. Stay tuned for more Dyson fun because we have another one to do. So I'm probably going to film tomorrow. So I'm just waving me nozzle around. Look, with gay abandon. Woo! Naughty that. Right. Done. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to have a cold drink and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.